welcome to GLIAC Media Day 2011. I'm J.J. Bain here with a preview of the Northern Michigan University Wildcats. I'm joined by Northern Michigan head coach Bernie Anderson. Bernie, thanks for joining us.
Great pleasure to be here today.
And I have to think that the number one question on every Wildcat fan's mind is, how's Carter Kopak doing, your returning senior quarterback?
Well, he's a great quarterback, so we need him. And fortunate for us, he is very healthy. He did participate in spring practice, limited, but I would say he's more than 100% ready to go.
And for your team, really, it was almost like a tale of two seasons last year. You were very competitive when he was in there, and unfortunately, when he got injured, you weren't as competitive.
Well, that's for sure. You know, in this league, you have to have a great quarterback, and I think we did have a great quarterback. And halfway through the season, took the Achilles injury, and we gambled knowing that maybe our second guy didn't have the experience to carry the team, and it held pretty true. You have to have a veteran quarterback. He's a great one. And last year we didn't have that backup, and we took care of that problem this year.
Well, talk to us about the other guys that you're going to have, particularly on the offensive side of the ball, to work with.
Well, obviously, as we mentioned, now Carter Kopak's going to be the main man. I think we have two great ones to throw to this year. Christian Jesse returns after transferring to Eastern Michigan. He started at Northern, transferred to Eastern Michigan. He's back at Northern. He's maybe one of the fastest players in the league, so I don't think a lot of teams know about Christian Jesse, but he'll be a great one. And Christian Marble King returns from last year. I think they give us a 1-2 punch. Craig Thompson is a very good one that we can also go to. John Privatelli returns in the backfield, so I think in the skill positions we're better and deeper than we've been in the past. Our offensive line has really improved. You know, we return 4 out of 6 in that position, and I think they all made some great improvements, and they're veteran players. They're juniors and seniors. So we have no excuses offensively. We struggle the second half of the year, but with Carter Kopak, few people to throw to, spread the ball out, hand it off. We think we have enough offense to be very, very competitive.
On the defensive side of the football, you lost a few people, but I know you've got to be happy that you've got Eddie Knobloch coming back.
Well, the big thing, I think, is we have the system coming back. Coach Randy Ari that does a great job with it. And then Ed Knobloch, first-team all-conference inside linebacker, returns, and he's an impact player. I think you throw in there now Zach Anderson, a defensive lineman that's had a tremendous finish to last season and a great off-season that and his numbers indicate you know, that he's right up there with the numbers of an NFL prospect. And we'll look for some big things out of our defensive lineman in Zach Anderson as well.
And I would think that that's one of the places where on defense you start, because you do have a lot of strength and experience returning up front.
Well, we really do, and I like that. Obviously, any coach that you know, you build around your defense. And last year we had a very good defense. We were one of the top defenses in the conference. We did lose a few people, but I think, and more importantly, who you return and what kind of offseason they had. Matt Ford, I think, looked very good. Demetrius Stewart looked exceptionally well. You know, you got a secondary that returns 3 out of 4 now, with Junior and Tribble returning. So it's exciting for us. You know, there's a defense that was a very solid unit for us last year, and very, very much still intact.
What lessons did you learn from last season that you think will help you make a move forward this season?
Well, you better be 2 or maybe even 3 deep at quarterback. That's the biggest lesson. And we gamble it, as I mentioned, and you can't do that. And we took care of that. Cody Sapanik was a transfer out of New York. That comes in and will be the number 2 quarterback now. I think Ryan Morley we recruited and could be a very, very good one. So I think we're 3 deep there. But the biggest lesson is I think you have to be 2 and 3 people deep at across the board to be very competitive. And we think we've added that kind of depth to our program, and we should be in good shape.
We talked about offense and defense. What can we expect from Northern on special teams?
Well, Garrett Peck returns for his senior year, and we had great expectations for him. Being a very strong punter coming out. He's had 3 good years now, but he hasn't had that great year. And we'll look for that from him this year. And then Rocky Belmonte was a freshman, sophomore the first 2 years that and kicked, and now comes back and should be a veteran, more experienced, more consistent kicker, very strong leg. So again, we wind up with some veteran players and a little bit of depth behind them in case something happens, and good shape in special teams.
Well, Coach Anderson, thank you very much for joining us, and good luck to you in Northern Michigan in 2011.
Great, thanks, JJ.
And thank you. We hope you've enjoyed this preview of the 2011 Northern Michigan University Wildcats.